Hey guys, Saki here from Saki Tech, and in today's video I'm going to answer 5 questions that are probably in the minds and hearts of most people waiting to get an iPhone 6s for the first time, or perhaps upgrading from a 6 or even a 5 or 5s. Now the answer to these questions will be based half on the facts like historical data and half on the gut and perhaps on some leaks that we have had so far on the 6S. But remember, the gut of someone like me who buys and plays with just about every tech toy out there is slightly more capable of producing more realistic results than someone less experienced. And you, of course, are encouraged to share and drop your own opinions, answers, questions down below regarding each question, or add your own questions. Anyway, let's dive in and start with the first question. Number 1, is the iPhone 6s or 6s Plus going to have wireless charging? The answer, no. This answer is partly based on historical data. Whenever iPhone models get upgraded to S, we don't get any major changes, but rather bumps to existing specs on the iPhone, such as the processor upgrade, the camera upgrade, graphics, a new iteration of iOS, which in this case is going from iOS 8 to iOS 9, and similar incremental updates to specs. No evolution, no revolution. So no wireless charging, almost guaranteed, but I do want Apple to prove me wrong, and I'm sure you do too. Question number 2, is the battery going to be better? The answer, of course, guaranteed. As an example, let's take a look at the battery changes from the 5 to 5S. iPhone 5 had a battery capacity of 1,440 milliamp hours, but was upgraded to 1,570 milliamp hours, which improved 8 to 10 hours. The battery life went from 8 hours on the 5 to 10 hours on the 5S due to this little bump. The iPhone 6 has a battery capacity of 1,810 milliamp hours. So we might get a bump to approximately 2,000 milliamp hours, which will add 1 to 2 hours of extra battery life. That's what I think. The iPhone 6 Plus has a battery capacity of 2,915 milliamp hours, which might also get a bump to approximately 3,200 milliamp hours, and that's just an approximation, adding a couple hours of battery life. On top of all this, there will be some under the hood software enhancements, improvements in iOS 9, of course, which will go towards better battery management and improved battery life. So yes, we are going to get better battery life with the iOS 6s and the 6s Plus. Question number 3, is Apple going to have a super customizable operating system similar to Android? Now this is an obvious answer, and it may seem like an obvious answer, especially for those of us who are better versed in the smartphone technology. But some people might not know the answer. And interestingly enough, those some people are in the millions. Millions of people have no idea what's going to happen next. The answer, of course, is no. And we know this for a fact since iOS 9 is out in the open, and I have video after video covering all the new features, and it does have a lot of new and good features, but none of those features are under the customization category. So forget about customization. You will barely be able to tell a visual difference between iOS 8 and iOS 9. Unfortunate as that may be, that's just the case. So no, we're not getting any kind of customization features in iOS 8 that is similar to Android at all. Number 4, is the iPhone 6s Plus going to bend? And the answer is, of course. That is if you apply enough pressure to it. Now, I have a strong feeling that Apple will bolster the build material slightly to increase the durability on the S models, making them harder to bend than the iPhone 6 Plus and even the 6. In fact, there was a scientific study in a lab environment about the bending potential of the 6 and the 6 Plus compared to some other phones such as the Note 3 and the HTC One M8. Now, this study was conducted by consumerreports.org, and link to their video is down below, so go check that out. They did find out that the iPhone 6 Plus starts to bend and deform if 90 pounds of pressure is applied to the middle of the phone while both ends of the phone are supported by two solid structures. Now once you increase the pressure to 110 pounds in the middle, it starts to inflict enough damage so the phone actually starts to split apart. So 90 pounds to bend the phone and 110 pounds to actually break the phone, tear the phone apart. And of course, this was a major concern between the Apple users, especially the 6 Plus users. So like I said, Apple will most likely bolster the build material to perhaps increase the durability so the iPhone does not bend at 90 pounds of pressure, but you'll need a little bit more than that to get it start to bend. For instance, LG G3 did not start bending or deforming until 130 pounds of pressure was applied to the middle. And it took a staggering 150 pounds to bend the Samsung Galaxy Note 3. Now all this data is of course factual and the video report is linked below. So basically what we're trying to say here is the iPhone will be bolstered so it is harder to bend, just like the Note 3 or the LG G4 that can take up to 150 pounds of pressure before they bend. Question number 5. What notable improvements are to be expected from the iPhone 6 and 6 Plus, and what things can we only dream about? 4K video recording will be a reality using the rear camera only. Front-facing camera may get a bump to 1080p recording from 720p, which we have on the 6 and the 6 Plus right now, which kind of sucks because all the Android phones can do 1080p when you're recording using the front-facing camera. We expect optical image stabilization to be added to the camera on the 6S since the 6 Plus already has it, and it's a major feature because it makes a huge difference by reducing the handshake when you're holding the phone, which results in less blurry images, especially in medium to low light conditions. It's a really good feature. We gotta get this on the 6S. Now, in case you're wondering, you can continue to fantasize about expandable storage. It's probably never going to happen, and I think a lot of people know this. And well, that's it. I think I covered many points in this video, but don't hesitate to bring up your own questions and drop them down below, and also add your opinions and your answers to the questions already asked. Now, as always, give me a thumbs up if you like this video, subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos to come. Have a great day, guys.